Hi guys, this is Emmett again, the Alpha Builders. I actually had to bring some notes with me this time because I want to make sure I hit every talking point that I have, get all this stuff in one video instead of me having to do several different videos to do this right here, guys. But guys, this right here is going to piggyback off of a comment that I got on one of my videos, and man, this guy's kind of been going back and forth lately, and the nature of that content on that video was that, for the most part, if you're an African American contractor, you're aspiring to be an African American contractor, it's pretty much lights out for you. It's probably going to be it's going to be slim to none that you can navigate through this stuff and get there and get to the end of the road and do really, really well in this industry, because it's pretty much been dominated by everybody else. And I think it was more my delivery more than anything. I don't think it was much. And I'm not saying that you can't make it as a black builder, but I'm just saying that, it's really, really hard, and you got to really have a passion to do this right here in order to go to the next level. But I think the delivery wasn't that great. So he sent me a comment back and he said, hey, look, man, I'm not going to give up on us. I'm not going to give up on black people. I got to save the community. I got to make things right. And we got to make sure things are going to be right for the future of black people. All right. So this is where I'm going to chime in at, guys. Guys, I really don't box myself into color. People can call me Uncle Tom. You can call me whatever you want to call me. But the bottom line, guys, I'm a capitalist. I don't care what color you are. If you want to be great at what you're doing and you want to be the best, and you want to make money doing this right here, I don't give a doggone if you black, blue, green, purple. Color does not matter to me. Now, let me just say this right here. Now, and this is for him. I knew this truck would come by as soon as I get on this video. They're going to come by and interrupt my video. That's just the way it works. But guys, maybe you can get on by. Oh man, he's going to make a lot of noise. He's going to be picking up the rest of this trash down here, guys. Jeez. Well, maybe not. All right, but guys, here's how this thing works, guys. Just because we share the same hue in color, we're the same, we similar in color, does not make black people your people. So this is one thing that African Americans have got to get out. You got to get out of that game. You got to get out of thinking like that. Guys, and it's not just black people, but if you look at the American Indians, guys, you look at American Indians, or you look at Hispanic people, if you didn't, guys, when we came to this country, when Christopher Columbus, whoever you want to call it, came to this country, when they got here, there were American Indians, and if you look at them, they all look the same. But they were at war with one another, killing each other. I mean, they were killing each other in masses, and they all look alike. I mean, even if you go to Europe, guys, if you go to Europe, you got the Germans, the Russians, even right now, they all Caucasian, they all are white people or white tinted people, and they're at war with one another. They don't get along. So just because we're the same color and we look alike, in other people's eyes, we look alike, that doesn't make these people your people. Okay? So we got to get out of that mindset. We got to get out of that. The only problem I do have when it comes down to dealing with African Americans is that in this country, they do group us all the same. So whether you are from the ghetto or the hood, or you the lowest of the low and you act crazy, or you have a nice job, you're a PhD, they're gonna all group us all in the same boat, which I don't agree with that, because we're not all the same. We're not even raised the same. I take my kids the way they were raised is totally different than a lot of kids were raised. So they're gonna they're totally different. So don't think just because someone shares the same skin tone that you have, that you're the same and you gotta save them. That's just not how it works. But now the one great thing about this country right here, guys, is that you can go from nothing to having a lot in a matter of years. But I'm gonna say now, whatever it is that you're doing, guys, you gotta work hard at it. You gotta work. You have to have a passion or a true burning desire to be the best at what you're going to be, and you can actually do really well, man. You can do really well in this country. I do believe that, guys. But that's just the bottom line, guys. So, hey, man, I mean, you out here trying to save the community. Hey, why not do this right here? Why not just get yourself right? Become a capitalist like me. Get your money right. Build yourself up. And once you build yourself up, if you feel the need to reach back and help people who share the same skin tone as you do, then you can reach back and you have the resources to be able to do it. But I wouldn't try to do it. And all of us, you know, and I'm trying to help someone who I don't know if they even want to be helped. And I don't have the money to help them. You can't broke help people. So that's one thing. You can't fix that like that, guys. You can't broke help them, guys. And that's another thing, guys. And especially in this game right here that you're in, if you're in construction, guys, you better, even if you got build jobs, guys, my build jobs that I have out here, they're already paid for. You know you're gonna get your check when you get things done. I like to pay myself when there's certain areas to get accomplished. I would not pay myself until we get those areas accomplished, guys. But you gotta have money. It is what it is. And not only that, guys, I want to talk a little bit more about this, guys. You gotta have money to be able to float these jobs until you get your first paycheck, guys. Typically, man, from the time that you invoice to the time that you get paid, you might be looking at a month or two. But the guys out here working right now, got some plumbers out here working right here. These guys got to get paid, man. These guys got to get paid. They don't live month to month. They live week to week. It's their mindset. And when they start texting you and asking you for their money, you think the mafia is trying to track you down. This is how it works, guys. So you got to pay these guys, because these guys, you got to pay them in order for them to show up to your next job. So that's the nature of this game, guys. You better have some kind of money or resources to be able to float these jobs. I don't care if you have, in some cases, man, you can have credit. Credit is one thing. You have credit with those subcontractors. You can have cash in the bank, or you can have a line of credit at a bank that, if they just need a payment right away, you can get in there and get that payment real quick to them, so that they won't be thinking about putting you on the back burner to go to another subcontractor to get paid right quick, and then they come back to yours. You want those guys staying on your job site. And those guys, sometimes these guys, they don't have the money like that. Yeah, you think they do, but they don't in most cases, guys. So you better have your money as a builder. You better have money to float these jobs until you get a significant portion of these jobs done. You're going to be in trouble. And here's another thing, guys. Back to this color thing. This color thing, man. I know it kind of bothers some people, man. And they think I just hate my people sometimes. No, man. And this is how I feel, guys. If you're not talking about fixing the black family, of people who share the same hue as me, if you're not talking about fixing that family, you're not talking about fixing the problem. You're not going to fix the problem. If you're not talking about having fathers in the household, and I'm not talking about a father that's just kind of there, he's just a pet wallet where everybody get money from him, and they just treat him like a piece of furniture and on the couch or something. Don't nobody respect him in the house. I ain't talking about that kind of dad. I'm talking about a dominant father that's masculine in that household. If you're not talking about getting those guys in those households and fixing that entire family unit, father, mother, kids, you're not talking about fixing the problem or the black problem. You're not gonna fix it. It's not gonna happen. And yeah, whatever reason that father's not in that household, geez, that's just a lot of trucks coming around, making up noise, messing up my video. But I don't know, whatever happened in those units, I mean, if you look people who have the same hue as I have, if you look into our household, there's about 75 to 80% of us now of these households that are single parent. Those households are being ran by the woman. Now, whatever reason they're not together, it is what it is, but they're not together. And then these kids, these boys they're growing up, and they're aimless, they're shiftless, they don't have any directions, no one pointing them in the right direction to go in life, and they don't know what they're gonna do. And then in a lot of cases, the mothers end up being enablers because they don't want to see their son struggle and go through hard times and spend time going through hard times like I would probably give my son, which is called tough love. Tough love, ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't gonna kill him. You know, so if you're not talking about fixing that, you're not talking about fixing the community. So don't try to fix the construction stuff. God, listen, don't try to fix this construction stuff that you think that you ain't got black guys out here. And the school systems are trying to fix it, guys. The school system, they got all these programs in the, you know, in the black communities and stuff with construction trades and all this kind of stuff. But not one time are they talking about fixing the community. I mean, fixing the family. I don't hear anybody talking about fixing the family. I don't hear anybody talking about, I hear a lot of women, they're saying, well, I'm strong and I don't need men and all that kind of stuff. So you don't hear other races really talking like that. They're not talking about that. Now, it's starting to happen a little bit now. But you don't hear a lot of these races talking about strong and independent. You hear a lot of that with the African-American race. I'm strong and independent, I don't need a man. Guys, we're at a point now where this is the second generation of most of our boys being raised into households where there is no father. And it has produced what we call today the YN. And these guys they're almost worse than the thugs and the gangbangers and stuff because they don't even have any structure and order. They just do anything, anywhere, anytime. So this is what's going on, guys. This is what you got to fix first. You got to get these fathers back. Women, you know, make sure that you're married. Just get married before you have kids. You know, well, that's a whole nother subject for another debate, guys. I'm not finna go there. But guys, like I hit here last one of my points, and I was actually talking. Also, I was talking to a lady. She was like a feminist. I would say that she was a feminist. She was, you know, back in the day, she had a PhD and stuff like that. And she just called me a couple of days ago. She was just kind of telling me she needed me to help her with something. And we were just kind of talking about the world. Now, this lady got a PhD, doing really, really well, got this corporate job. Well, hey, man, this corporate job let her go. She's been operating out here without that job, man. Now she's trying to fend for herself. And one thing that she said, I wish I was married. Wish I had a husband, somebody put this stuff on him. I don't want to be out here fighting like this. But hey, guys, we can talk about this, man, but we'll talk about this. I may have to push this. This might stimulate another video. But guys, once again, like, share, subscribe. And I know, like I said, guys, it's probably not what you want to hear. Don't come out really good on my side, but this is the way. You guys have a good one.